afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero Psych, Defender of the Fatherland, your Lord and Master, your Prophet. Off here to a 1 vs 1 on Kholodny Ferma Winter in the cold darkness. It's the Western Front, the Ardennes once more. The battle continues to rage forwards, backwards, and slightly sidewards. As in the east, Schoepsi advances here with Germany, with Mechanized Assault forming up here. The 12th SS Panzerdivision Hitlerjugend versus in the west, we got the DonofGhaz fighting for America, freedom, democracy. The 14th Armored Division beleaguered, slightly out of fuel due to some logistical mess-ups, and bogged down as the 12th SS launches an assault here with Mechanized Assault, with infinite machine gun bullets versus heavy cavalry here from the DonofGhaz with triple infantry. So we got MT-42s and we got assault grenadiers out here for Schoepsi. It's definitely not something we see very often, particularly not as the Americans, and the trick is getting close to the Americans, and the Americans with the riflemen pack a lot of firepower. So, like, even taking this bike costing, the same amount of resources again theoretically, then of course with the range distribution you figure the assault is just a better up close. The problem is they can end up taking so much damage when they finally get up close rather than just straight up beat them. So it's a bit of a risky endeavour, though of course if you do pull it off, it can work out. So it's going to be interesting to see how Schoepsi uses these assault grenades. Will he be able to lead them to victory? Or will he lead them to a very early grave? Rather than sneaking about up north, a few points secured, but the reassurance tank tracks being welded shot to the spot. Barbed wire going up as well. In the south, rather than down there, we got a second infantry up here for Schoepsi. Of course, here with the compartment securing aggressive control of the north. Barbed wire and sandbags down as well. Have you seen those Americans, Heinz? They said tank traps. They don't have sandbags. Idiots. MG42, there's the riflemen. So the few of them secured by the assault grenadiers. Riflemen moving up there, sandbagging up here. Because they brought the sandbags, whereas the reassurance did not. MD42 number 2 out here for Schoepsi, for the fatherland. The 12th SS, which was so named because the recruits came from the Hitlerjugend, which of course was the youth organization in Germany, where the kids, basically little teenagers, got paramilitary training before they then sort of went on. Well, technically there was also the Reichsarbeitsdienst before that was sort of, a paramilitary organization as well, where they mostly did work, but sort of also had some military elements, where they sort of also went through before going to the army. But it's even more specific, like SS-like stuff there, so details. Assaulters are being cut down, but the rifle in this case able to ambush them, quickly getting calmed down. Of course, in these situations, assault grenadiers do prevail, but technically when assaulting, they do tend to run into some issues. The problem for them is getting sufficiently close to the neck to do enough damage. Around the centre, rifle moving back, sandbags being attempted to hold here, but the MP-42 in the church. Up north, Pioneers was the reasons, the MP-40 was the M1 carbines. Lots of schmeizers out here for Schoepsi, and we got another assault grenadier scored out. We've got 2 assault grenadiers loading, no infantry companies. It's likely going to try and rush out tier 2, which means most likely flame for half tracks. It's also going to need 2 to 2s. In fact, it's going to need a lot of things because he's going to have absolutely no dealing with light vehicles as it currently stands. Meanwhile, for DonofGhaz, got more being brought up. Of course, he has to be careful. It might be pretty great here versus Schoepsi to catch up any vehicles, and for that matter, the assault grenadiers, and of course, light vehicles to punish Schoepsi for having no regular grenadiers. Second assault gun squad moving northwards there. MG42 dealing with the rifle in the centre. We got the mortar moving up, ready to combat those crowds inside the church. Machine gun here remaining in position. And there we go, reassurance versus the assault grenadiers. The reassurance very quickly go the other way. There we go, take up for Schoepsi, for the fatherland. In the south, assault gun moving here with the victory point. Back here, reinforcement going on. Captain on the way there for the DonofGhaz, possibly a direct response here to Schoepsi, or maybe just want to go for it. Either way, he's pulling for that. Machine gun here, but needs to retreat. That is incredibly low on health. I mean, one sneeze from the Americans, that entire machine gun crew could die from pneumonia. I like to make a nice company up here, or at least being sandbagged down with a big hole. It always looks a bit funny. Alright, throw down some sandbags and a big hole will appear. What? And send all of those wooden bits of people. We just want sandbags. Don't question it, Jürgen. Don't question it. It's for your own good. There you go. Rather trying to pull up it's always trying to pull up close range. Notice they're taking rather heavy cash on them, but of course they found up close. The DPS has dropped off so much it doesn't really do a lot. So that's kind of the tricky bit with assault grenadiers versus riflemen. For that matter, most other infantry, like once they first get close, they've already taken so much damage they can't really do enough damage. But then of course at the same time, that's I think the tricky bit of how to balance assault grenadiers, because they used at some point to be really nuts. Then of course they nerfed and they had to buff them up back again, and I don't know, part of me just feels like they need a big overhaul alongside the rest of mechanized assault. Back here, the troops reinforcing. Soon healing as well. He's got the medic bunker up here for Schoepsi. Kholodny being attacked there by valiant riflemen. Moving forwards through unopposed German lines. Yeah, see that, Carl? The Krauts are too scared of us to hang about. Yeah. Maybe they're just elsewhere? Nah. Before those riflemen pack out on the way for DonofGhaz is going heavy in the artillery. It's going to make it much harder for ships to actually, use his machine guns in this sort of staggered positioning because they're going to be met with an awful lot of firepower. Flammers on the way there with any dug-in Yankees. The soldiers flanking up here. Not a bad move. We got mounted on the fuel plant. Good spot there by DonofGhaz. Pioneers almost got the flamethrowers a bit more longer. And there we go. Captain running up with bazooka. Up here, point being secured. Ships is yet to go for any light vehicles. Mines cancelled there. Interesting. And there you go. Rifle, they're finally getting burned out down to one man in a very poor condition. Oh, yeah, he gets away though. He's going to have quite the burns on his back. Will likely need a pillow for quite some time to sit down on. If he survives the battle, that is. Stood on the way there, and Schoepsi's going to be woeful. There you go, using sprint, very good, very good. And there you go, finally close the rifle, and there you go, force on the way. Other soldiers sweeping in there, hoping for some more damage on those Yankees. Few hits here, and almost got the wipe, but not close enough here, not close enough there for Schoepsi. We got the 251 half trick on the way there, we got light vehicle mounts out from the DonofGhaz. Schoepsi though is going to need a pack 40 here to stop the studio. He's going to need a lot of 222s. Telemines could also work out, but the way munitions are flowing so far for Schoepsi, does not seem particularly likely he's going to have a lot of telemines to stop any American light armored incursions. Rifle munition setting up. He's taking Pioneer Squad on the way for Schoepsi. Will he pop grenades to flash out the Yankees? And there you go. Stielhandgranate there. And nice, mostly blows a few bits of snow off the roof. Ultimately forcing retreat there. MD42 being flanked by the captain. Very good work there. But we had a chance of retreating. Apologies for the MD42 was actually set up there. Briefly looked to me like it was set up there. But well done there by Schoepsi. Well done. Malta active a bit exposed here. Might try and rush it. Of course, it's a bit risky as well. We got the 2.5 take out there. And he's up against a Steward Knight. And he's got, well, not even Panzerfaust. He actually lost his Pioneers right there. I mean, he's got no way of easily flushing out DonofGhaz from the buildings. But I'm just, easily dodging grenades. And he's going to have to go for a pack. Doesn't even have telemines. In fact, he's used his remaining munitions on incendiary armor piercing rounds to slightly increase his chances of damaging the Steward. Nice ships, he can go for the pack 40, firing into the rear of the Steward here. Bit of a sloppy move there by DonofGhaz. But ultimately, the machine gun is going to have to fall back, and Hardy is going to lose the other Pioneer Squad. Don't do it, Schoepsi. 9. Ah, scheisse. He just lost both of his Pioneers. That is a real setback there for Schoepsi. For the German army, as the DonofGhaz and the 14th Armoured continues here through the shattered remains of the 12th SS Panzerpionierabteilung. At least one company worth of it. A platoon from a company's worth of it. Half a platoon. And those troops seem reinforcing MD42. Good to go. Pack 40 almost done. The Panzerabwehrkanone 40. Mines down here. Good mining there by the DonofGhaz. Good mining. And there again, before to roguely defend the northern victory point in that regard. Schoepsi does have a slight lead here. Half track hanging back for now. I mean, of course, assault grenades popping out from a half track can actually be quite potent. But with a Studebaut, it's quite potent target practice for the Americans. So there goes soldiers shouting up the rifle here. 2 assault squads can easily sweep away any infantry. There's not much of a chance. Pack 40's ready. They got the Steward moving in there. Taunting the Germans by exposing its rear to them. Ha! It's not like they got an anti-tank gun. God damn it, Carl. Front towards the enemy. I don't want to take any chances of getting armor piercing round straight up my ass. There we go, popping in the assault grenades into the half, at least one squad. Fluffy Basil creeping about. We got a smoke machine down here to smoke it up, but not quite enough. There goes soldiers punching, popping out. They're jumping out. Wildly firing into the Americans, getting in some good hit kills there. And there you go, all rifle squads back. Pack 40 moving up here. Stewart's going to take a hit there. Ah, the pack misses at that closer range. Disgraceful gunnery there by the pack crew. Disgraceful. No schnapps for them tonight. No schnapps. Mostly just to prevent him from trying to begin binding in the cables. He likes to do that at times, which of course is not very good. Machine gun set up here. Nothing further going on in Schoepsi's headquarters. His Hauptquartier. Soldiers are catching resistance and trying to lay down mines by the looks of it. I mean, I like a player actually lays down the line to tank mines, to be honest. In this case, he's not paying attention at all. Becomes a very easy free killer for the assault grenadiers. But he did get the mine down, I guess. They sacrifice themselves for the sake of a mine. That makes for a really terrible movie, though. I don't even think Tom Hanks could say a movie like that. 250 half-tracks. We actually got 2 types of half-tracks out here for Schoepsi. Fascinating. You do not get to see 250 half-tracks and 250 half-tracks. Both of them being used for transport, by the way, in the same fight. It's just a kind of weird magic. That will make for a much better Tom Hanks movie. But I don't think he will be willing to play German. But anyways, half-track there filled with Panzer going to be here. The Sturmgewehr is out already. The machine gun, of course, as always, missing despite the 250 half-track. 250 half-track actually had one mount on the front, and the technique could also be on the rear if the unit had a light machine gun, which is technically what the rear one there, by the way, is also supposed to be a squawk machine gun being used there. Fun fact. Captain flanking out, half needs to go in, machine gun could pop some in there, and has in fact done it, and there you go, halfling up there, rifle getting shattered and blasted. Pack house being rushed in the south to here, pursued by assault gun pack 4. Howitzer, this is getting crazy here, absolute crazy. Carnage ensues. The half-track blazes in, but it's caught there by the steward easily. Pack Super's almost done. Pack 40 moving up here. Half-track trying to get away here and gets away. One hell of a save here. Other half-track though needs to get away as well before that gets lit up like a bonfire of German metal. And he lost it here to the light anti-tank mine. The one which the re-echelons gave the life for. In the end, paid off, taking out a Kraut half-track. I don't still think that was worth a re-echelon squad, but who knows, maybe it was. Maybe it was. More punies on, but that was certainly some nasty losses there for Schoepsi. Lost their assault grenadiers, lost the 250 half-track. Compared to, didn't really get any like serious casualties in there on the DonofGhaz. Right now, he is in for a bit of a tactical hangover. As the DonofGhaz just pushes forwards. So how will Schoepsi extricate himself from this rather bizarre mess he's finding himself in? So there you go, assault gun is good to go. Panzer's there standing about, sort of still shocked about what happened there. So what happened? Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit shocked. Yeah. The Americans actually laid down mines. Yeah. I didn't think they could do that. Me neither. The briefing said the Americans are too dumb. Pack 40 assault guns moving up there. More mines down here from the DonofGhaz. Fixing up the 250 one half-track, it is, not the 250. That one's gone. But the 250 and half-track, the Hanomag, still is about. But right now, Schoepsi's still in a load of scheisse. Might have a small chance of getting the rifle scored here. Once more, fortune does not favour Schoepsi. He's not. Would be very silly thing to throw in another squad, but there you go. He's going for the Stug E. A desperate call up here from nearby training reserve, but having been pulled into the fight since the 12th editors were normally otherwise not access to Stug E. Since any unit that had them by 1944-45 would have been training and replacement battalions, since they've been using this for training. Rather than they're pinned down by the fuel point. Schoepsi barely hanging on here. Oh, straight into the Pack 40 here and gets right past it. The sheer balls here on the DonofGhaz and the sheer light that seems to pay it off. But he got the pack out of the Stugi. It's definitely not bad there for Schoepsi. In the south, machine just continue to pin down more rifles as he just continue moving to like flat into some sort of sticky fly paper. Stugi has the pack out trying to silence the crew. Very high explosive. You can get that. That could help out. Problem is, of course, now DonofGhaz is already pulling for Shermans, and Schoepsi's got a Stugi. Oh, he finally got the Stud as well. Well, that's good. And there you go. Pack-cards are being hauled off by the German army. Grabbing points there. Sherman on the way. Halfway done. Got some kills in the DonofGhaz finally. After, of course, shrinking reinforce all the troops that are close to the front line, killing his pack house. I mean, he doesn't have to pull all the way back to the base. The 250 Halfway, of course, clearly displaying itself as a vital core element here to Schoepsi's future war efforts. In the southeast, and they're grabbing the fuel point again. Schoepsi's just falling behind fuel here compared to DonofGhaz, who's going to be pushing it aggressively. Mines that also don't need to be dealt with before this gets it off. More Panzers here for Schoepsi. I think that's a very good idea. And there you go. Got the M43 Sherman out here for the DonofGhaz for the 14th Armoured Division. Major flanking in and a major ballsy move, and apparently he forgot about the mines that are right in front of his nose. Machine is going. Oh! 9. Oh, phew. Apparently the Pioneers are still sort of reeling them. But I dread what happens if the Pioneer's not within range right now. He's right on top of the mine. Schoepsi, the mines! They're not yours. They're not yours. Ugh. Looks like he finally realised he's actually placing all of his stuff on top of a mine. Oh. By the way, he does have a bit of artillery now, of course, with the pack cards. If used correctly, can really put some pressure on the DonofGhaz. Of course, the Stugi certainly also doubles a bit there. Rangers out here for the DonofGhaz, calling up some hardened elite troops there to push back against the crowds. BAR's up there as well as riflemen. Stuke firing, pack cards are firing down, really making an impact down the riflemen. Assault is trying to flank here. Going for the mortar instead, more fire on the rifle force. And there go grenade assault, but the mortar crew just runs away. Very heroically, but still runs. There goes Assault Gunners firing repulse. We got one Panzer Shake scored up here for Schoepsi. He's clearly worried about enemy armour. And so it goes for that. House utterly collapses, denying a hard point there for Don to hide behind. Schoepsi's managed to control 2 victory points now. And he's also got a slightly yellow receiver more forward front, defending his fuel point a bit more easily. There's theoretically some small flanking powers in the south there. The DonofGhaz so far does not seem to be particularly interested in them. Half-Take continues to be an anchor point here for Schoepsi's forces. Back here, healing reinforcement. DonofGhaz can of course go for more armor soon. He could also consider building a fuel cache, maybe setting up for a Pershing down the road. And more Pentagons here. Ships are finally beginning to bring up some more and more hardened men here of the 12th SS. Troops reinforcing healing. So that is a lot of firepower here that Ships has actually managed to assemble here. Lots of Pentagonadiers and of course some Assault Grenadiers. We've actually managed to do alright there, I think. Pack cards are really sitting up there. Bombarding him, and there we go. Probably hitting around the cover there. And there you go. Cover shattered alongside the Americans' morale. Veterans one gained in the Pentagon of these. That's going to help a bit. See where the pack cards can actually hit, and there we go. Just the sheer threat of being hit by a high explosive round of their own causes the Americans to retreat. North the opponents push back with Sherman. Rangers flanking in. They're very good. They've got the half-tick, the Stugi, and the Panzer. They're ready to stop such a rigorous raid from the DonofGhaz. And there we go. We could see a wipe. We could see a wipe. There we go. Utterly annihilated. Not a bad attempt, but I think you underestimated here the defense of Schoepsi, and probably should use some smoke to just get them out of there. He also just retreated much faster, but I guess he wasn't paying attention. Just and realised, like, when most of the Rangers were kind of dead, that oh dear, he'd stepped into something very nasty. Good few hits on the Sherman. No take up yet here for Schoepsi. DonofGhaz, not much else. I mean, the ships have suddenly been on the back foot for quite some time, so in these situations it's not uncommon for them to just try and fall back on the target. To the extent I can understand more from ships, it's not like he's just playing straight into it. I mean, after that rough start, it makes more sense he's going to try and just stall for a target. Of course, it is still pretty risky. Also, he's not going for, at least, you know, shall we say, I think in some ways, slightly smarter tactics and strategy, with it relying a lot more on panzer grenadiers with panzer strikes, that way try and stall into it, which I think has a few more chances of being more successful long term. Of course, still requires him to be a bit cautious about it and not just playing them around willy-nilly. Rifles hanging back, he's trying to hang back, being repaired. Grabbing the northern victory point, and we got more Rangers out here for the DonofGhaz. He's definitely not going to give up on those guys. Even the first squad got very unceremoniously gutted by the Germans. Half track, halfway to Victory 2. Stugs slowly moving towards there, but not very fast. Up north, the punches, they were repulsed by the riflemen. Soldiers are standing on the defence, which is not really what they're meant for. But I'm guessing he's not quite keen on just rushing them to the deaths too rapidly anyways. Positive firing back to join up the other squad here up north. The soldiers as the riflemen. Still an attack over there. Looks like DonofGhaz is also setting up for a big tank, so he's going for the Pershing. Both players here a bit quiet as they try to seize up the situation. I mean, obviously Schoepsi is trying to rush in north. There's DonofGhaz is, I think he's trying to set for a big flank here. I mean, it makes sense, and except rather than trying to attack through, he's going to try and attack through here. But the problem is, of course, it's still a very narrow point, so he needs to sort of launch, I think, a two-sided attack with a bit here and then here as well. But at least he's not just trying to attack on. The problem is the way he's executing, he's just giving his opponent too much time to realise what's happening. And we got a smoke screen off there. And there you go, Panzer's pushing for the curve point. Getting up behind DonofGhaz's push there. Very nice flank there by Schoepsi. The Panzer Grenadiers are oversending without, I think, sufficient support. So this could slightly backfire on him if he's not careful. And there you go, Panzer beginning to retreat, but even then he has managed to cut off DonofGhaz's fuel, which means his purchase can be delayed, which of course means he can possibly get the Tiger tank out faster. Riflemen almost taken out. Back at healing enforcement, closing emergency fleet, anti-tank order for DonofGhaz to help deal with the German army. He's probably also beginning to anticipate a Tiger tank, mechanized assault. He's seen absolutely no sign of attack, like Tier 2. I mean, it's very, obvious that Schoepsi is going to be pushing here for a Tiger tank. So going for anti-tank guns right now while he's clearly trying to stall for a Pershing. Makes a lot of sense for the DonofGhaz. Four kills, the veterans on the pack out, trying to silence a few Americans. Going back their car point, mining off with anti-tank mines. Not that he's laying down a lot of them. Some are better than none, particularly if Schoepsi gets really aggressive. So there you go, DonofGhaz can finally catch up, but nonetheless Schoepsi is going to be on there, I think, getting to the big heavy tank faster. Smoke's going off here. Clearly his ships, or DonofGhaz trying to set up an attack, but in this case running into Schoepsi's own little raid there. Still could use the smoke. Need some minesweepers to clear up there, but the promise the minesweepers are over there, so he risks sending all his troops straight to the S-mine field. Ah, dear. And there he goes straight to the machine gun as well. Not too well done there. I think the long-term smoke popping down, but it's going to be too late here. Complete mess here for DonofGhaz and the 14th Armoured. Machine gun there getting emergency. Very good work there by Schoepsi. Tiger tank is getting ever closer. Though of course the Pershing is also getting closer there with DonofGhaz. Grenade assault against the Panzers is getting poor Ludwig there splattered out. And there you go to take the top penetrating the frontal arm on the Sturmgeschütz. 3 aus für ein E. Ooh, almost got the machine gun there. Five kills. He looks like he's trying to take out the mortar, but the mortar's already doubling away there under the weight of the German artillery. Soldiers are pushed back. Termites down here for Schoepsi. He's clearly anticipating something big coming his way as well. He's trying to at least sort of cut off some potential routes. In this case, all trying to set up in a situation where if it hits the telemark, it's going to be right in front of the Pack 40. And there you go. Tiger tank out for Schoepsi for the German army. From the 101st SS Schwere Panzerabteilung, there were about 3 of them. There's 3 heavy SS tank detachments. Initially, actually, SS tank comes as part of the first 3 SS Panzer divisions, but that did not last long before they were made into independent heavy tank battalions to be attached wherever they were needed. It's a little fun fact. Usually, they're part of the 1st and 2nd and 3rd SS Panzer Corps. So there you go. Spotting the telemark, but might not have actually realised it's there. Tiger tank Stugi just blasting away and almost getting the reasons here with some well placed shots. Pinball machine away for the Tiger. Very good tech there by Schoepsi. We've seen it crossing his own telemine. That seems a bit hubris like Nego calling until as well here to blast the anti-tank apart. He wants it dead. Takes no chance. He does not underestimate. And there you go. Sending back to wreck it. Sherman falling back. Pershing ready here for DonofGhaz for America. Freedom. Democracy. Anti-tanker down. There goes Sherman. Here was the Tiger tank. Tank moving forward. Shoots. And penetrates the Sherman's armor with ease. Mine goes off there in the rear. Losing a Panther squad. A bit of loss there for ships. Pershing up the Tiger tank down to half up. The Sherman's about to go down. There you go. Panther penetrate the armor. Punching sufficiently big holes to set off the entire thing. Pershing blasting the Panther into oblivion rather than retreating alongside the captain. Ships that keeps up pressure hitting the fuel in the north here. Things are heating up. Stugi here gaining ready too as the Rangers are hammered into submission. Pershing moves ahead here. Straight into the Pack 40 and tries to get the Panthers here, but exposes itself to a lot of fire here from the Germans. And a target weak point, stunning up poor Don's Pershing. Schoepsi wasn't quite able to catch up with the neck to destroy, but that would have been completely GG, I think, there for DonofGhaz had his Pershing been lit on fire. Panzers there back here, hitting reinforcement. Others, of course, reinforcing near the half of the ball is still around. Now this motion here, he probably wants to try and focus, I think, elsewhere. Right now, I think he's getting too much of a tunnel vision versus Schoepsi, and Schoepsi's more than happy to oblige by punishing him. Also, in this case, it kind of looks like he's more doing it for, like, deception purposes, like he's making think something's going to happen there, and then he actually sweeps northwards, so that's actually not bad there by DonofGhaz. Though we'll have to see if Schoepsi takes the bait. Pershing receiving repairs. Sweeping northwards there, mines down. 200 points left for DonofGhaz for the 14th Armored Division. Tiger tank being fixed up. Liaisons on the way there for Don to help repair the Pershing. Probably ought to be equipped with bazookas.
We're losing a capture point.
I could consider mining. Whoops, no idea what happened there. Considering mining the southern point.
On the front line. Send your orders.
Pershing low on health. Well, not low on health, but low on support since most of the troops are scanning across here. Hartling up as well there. Smoking down again. He's preparing for a push. Around the midst here where ships have kind of lined up his forces. Could force him to scan out there, which could set up for a push there. Of course, it could once more again be a diversion. Doing something forward, straight into the Tiger tank. Direct hit from the 88mm gun. Machine gun there certainly finishing off a few more extra. And there you go. The echelons annihilated. No survivors. No prisoners. The soldiers are pushed back by the Pershing. Closing in veterans one. Tightening up. Engage the mortar crew within the base. Ranger don't think DonofGhaz expect him to actually attack the base head on. Clever move there by Schoepsi. Clever move, bold. And there you go, mortar crew exterminated like rats. So it's about trying to destroy it. DonofGhaz, I think, seems a bit intimidated here by Schoepsi's overall bold and aggressive overtures. Afraid to react here as he just hammers away. He's also got the flank covered with infantry. Packs and Stooks loses the Pentagon squad. A little bit of loss there for Schoepsi. But it's enough here to really sort of swing the balance of fate here, thinking DonofGhaz again, at least getting an opening. For now, though, I mean, one option you could consider is actually trying to flank up through here with minesweepers, then, except he's got one still, but make a push and then try to get behind, hitting the support weapons and everything there. But you can see there, Schoepsi's or begin to think through that. And I mean, he's not trying to ward it off. Instead, he's just retracting his forces further into the centre and trying to set up an all-around defence, which is an interesting tactical approach here, but it does to an extent minimise the impact of a sudden flank attack from here. Sadly, DonofGhaz, I think, is a bit unsure what to do there, which is, stands a bit in contrast with the earlier, DonofGhaz in an early game was just really decisive, striking, hitting, and really just being an absolute pain in the arse. But now he seems indecisive, sapped of will and strength. Oh, target tank about to hit the mine. Close, but not quite. So close. Not entertaining out here for DonofGhaz. Probably was going to go for Jackson here to help with the target tank and any other armor. Range is there once more port by a lot of angry Germans, and they suffer a... Oh no, there's an S-mine filling the way. Nice out of there by Schoepsi, almost taking out the entire Ranger squad. He actually has begun taking up their bit. Target tank receiving repairs at the front line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Targeting, they almost got to go again. 16 kills, Pershing with 4 kills. That's been rather of the fight for some time. In this case, Schoepsi's defense is quite strong. We got machine gun bunkers up, he's further cementing it. Again, I think overall, what basically Schoepsi's in through Don. Again, Don heavily focused on center tunnel vision, and he's just making it as difficult for him as possible to then execute these sort of head-on assaults. So I'd say that is some really sort of good foresight there, and certainly I think good tactical approach there. DonofGhaz, of course, trying to build up forces, trying to stall at the same time to buy himself as much time to make a sort of proper push. So Schoepsi, the problem is his tunnel vision is kind of undermining it. You should be attacking here and then you're trying to flank, get around Schoepsi's force, but instead it inevitably just ends up in front of it. That means Schoepsi can just sort of hit back really hard. Smoke shooting down, but that's way too late. That's really helped DonofGhaz during that engagement. Way too late. Target tank being repaired. DonofGhaz just hanging on here by a thread. Pershing rolls ahead. Goes to the Pack 40. Actually, not a bad target here. We can get rid of that. It could certainly minimise a bit the defensive firepower from Schoepsi and make it harder for him to defend against the Pershing. So, I mean, taking out the Pack 40 is a good priority. In this case, though, not fast enough. A bit of bad luck. Plus, the half here allows the Pack to just quickly reinforce once it gets close enough. So again, have to give really a good investment for Schoepsi throughout this battle. Really a good investment. He's gotten so much usage out of it, even like it hasn't necessarily directly done a lot of damage. It's been able to just keep Schoepsi in a much more aggressive posture, just push further aggressively ahead, maintaining a stronger front line without having to retreat as much. And again, that's really actually a big advantage. Target tank obliterating the Riflemen and Rangers here with a bit of support from the Pack House, which is now Veteran G2. But again, DonofGhaz just keeps attacking Schoepsi head on. Now, of course, it becomes even harder with the presence of the machine gun bunker. Rather than about to get wiped out, he's popping white phosphorus here. There you go, direct from the Pack on the Pack 40 with the Pershing, but sadly his tactics just aren't changing. He just keeps trying the same thing over and over again, expecting that somehow, Schoepsi will somehow be shocked, like, my God, he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. I did not anticipate this. I'm doomed. And that's, not going to happen. And setting up in the Tiger tank, landing a few good hits. Oh, mine went off on the anti-tank gun. Tiger tank there close to Veteran 2, but takes some hits from the anti-tank gun, which is Veteran 2 with RPS rounds, actually quite potent. Shot bounced here at far range, but there's a bigger chance of it happening. Oh, it's a slight reposition. I have to now go Pack 40 with target weak point on the Pershing, except he can't shoot. Oh, there we go. Shoots and misses. Bad luck for Schoepsi. Before 9 points left for DonofGhaz with the 14th Armored seems to have run a steam here in the face of the 12th SS. And there you go. Pershing down. Pershing down. And there you go. GG, game over. A victory for Germany. A loss for America. A nasty battle here with some interesting play there by Schoepsi. Assault unleashed DonofGhaz. 250 half checks, 250 runs being used for enforcement and transport. Great stuff there. Bit of a weak start. DonofGhaz was really strong, but as the game went on, Don basically succumbed to what a lot of players do to. They sort of get tunnel vision, over focusing on one point, not enough in mirroring or flanking as the game progresses, and really sort of losing out a lot what made them strong in the late game. They just sort of early game, they just can't translate into a good late game advantage. Whereas ships are able to stabilize, take advantage of DonofGhaz's overfocus, and that way just bleed him out. So, hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Hope it gave you ideas, some thoughts for your own matches. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, share it with the world. Show it how much you love the Propagandacast. And if you like what we do, of course, beyond that, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon. The links in the video description, but you can also find links where you can send in replays of your own. If you want to see one day, maybe hope it can be cast here below. Keep in mind only aim for like higher ranked matches, because people want to see stuff that's really riveting and entertaining. And well, of course, don't even get that always with high ranked players. It tends to increase the chance of actually being worthwhile casting, so do keep that in mind. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you all tomorrow again for another exciting episode. Bye.